I'm really excited. I've been completely thrilled with the outpouring of all the city council members and mayors across the state that been communicating, saying they were waiting for somebody to come out and do this.
I think that's the shot heard around the state of California. So that absolutely inspired me, and I reached out to them right away.
Now all Orange County cities are coming out, and they want to come out, opt out against this California's bad law.
We just showed you California mayors and officials coming on our show talking about how there's a growing revolt in California against California's sanctuary policies. And now it's official. 14 cities in California don't like the policies there that say do not cooperate if you're a local official with federal government when it comes to criminal legals. Now, it started with one city, Los Alamitos. Look at this. It spread to 14. And one San Diego County mayor, he's even organizing a mayor's protest against California's sanctuary policies. That man is El Cajon Mayor and Bill Wells. Mayor, good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Why are you opposed to California's sanctuary policies?
Well, primarily because of bus safety. If you don't stop dangerous criminals from coming back into your cities after they've been in prison, and you have the opportunity, that just doesn't make any sense. And a lot of people talk about this is a racist policy or there's a racist feel to this, and frankly, there's nothing racist about it at all. About a year ago, I started an organization called Mayors for Safe Cities, and frankly, that's exactly what we were interested in, is keeping our cities safe. And before, if somebody was getting out of prison, say they were an MS-13 gang member, or they had committed some kind of a violent crime, and they were also illegally in the country and were eligible to be deported, before they were released back into our city, the prison would contact the federal government, usually ICE, and they would work with the federal government to get that person deported before they ever got back into our community. And we think that's a logical, reasonable thing to do, and we don't want that to stop. And frankly, I'm offended that the state of California, in trying to make a point, and really frankly, it's a point that they don't like President Trump, they don't like his policies, and the point is such that they're willing to put my citizens and my police department at risk for dangerous criminals and dangerous crimes.
You know, Mayor, immigrants from Mexico, immigrants who came here from Central America, who did it legally, who waited in line, they say this does not have anything to do with legal immigration. It has to do with criminal illegals. So what kind of reaction have you gotten from your constituents and other mayors?
Well, frankly, the people that live in the city of El Cajon are very supportive. They want us to keep the city safe, and they understand what we're doing. They're not falling for this concept that we're somehow engaging in some kind of racism. And it's really only the organized left that's looking to be offended and not wanting to be reasonable about this. They're the ones who get so offended they whip up everybody else.
Yeah.
And this is where California is going these days.
You know, it's interesting. The southern part of the state is saying, hey, wait a second, knock it off with sanctuary policies. The northern part is saying, you know what, you guys are racist. Wow, California's split. And now we have this story for you, Mayor. Attorney General Jeff Sessions addressing border security and immigration problems with illegal immigration with the Southwestern Border Sheriff's Coalition today. This as Texas's Governor Greg Abbott, he is now saying Texas will deploy at least 1,000 National Guard troops to the border in response to what the president is asking for. I mean, Mayor, we also have thousands of troops coming into the border in Texas and also Arizona sending troops. But what about California? What happens in California when you have this increased enforcement in other states? What happens there?
Well, I fear that California will not comply. And I really fear that
But then what happens to the border there? Will people be funneled in through California? Will the illegals try to come in that way?
Absolutely. And I want to point out that this isn't just about illegal immigration. We have a huge crystal methamphetamine problem. We have a huge drug smuggling problem in general. There's sex trafficking. There's all kinds of problems that happens when you have a porous border. And frankly, if you stop up the holes in the rest of the country and you leave California open, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
The drugs, the crime, all of that's going to funnel through California like a sieve.
Well, Mayor, you're sitting right there on the doorstep of that. You guys are right down there in Southern California. You scared?
I think we should be scared. I think we should be really frightened that we're not going to take our responsibility properly.
Mayor El Cajon, Bill Wells, thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Coming in. Now this story for you. Harvard